Hi everyone. So yesterday I made a video to talk about the differences between Workspace, pages, and a database, and then just like all the elements inside Notion itself. So if you haven't used Notion before, like it can be quite a confusing transitions coming from like Excel, Word documents, just like so different though. So here's like the kind of structures that I kind of created just to hopefully provide a bit more sense to you. So we'll just kind of expand this. So imagine like a workspace is basically something like your account. So not quite. One Notion account can actually have multiple workspaces. But imagine like workspace is your account, and then inside this account, right? So this whole globe here is your account, and then inside this you can have a lot of different pages here. So this blue color here, light blue. So you can see these are all the pages you can sit inside your workspace. And then you can see green color is actually your database. So this is a green one, green one, green one. So these are databases. But then you can see, this here database can be outside as well. And then there are pages inside database. So it's a little bit confusing, but hope you're still staying there. And then text, table, image, everything is here. So I actually wrote about this article, just kind of explain a bit more on what it means, right? So workspace, as mentioned earlier, it's basically think of it like your account. So one Notion can have multiple workspaces, but basically it's the same as account. For pages, so it's a bit confusing like for people because you don't really have it in traditional Word documents, stuff like that. So for Notion pages, so what you can do is like you can imagine it's like a folder. You can create a lot of folders inside folder. So pages as well, you can do like you create a page, and I can put a page inside the page inside the page. So now I'm gonna just do a demo here just to show you, since this is a video, it's just easier for me to show. So let me just kind of zoom in. Okay. So now I'm gonna do page number 1, and then I'm gonna do page number 2, and then I'm gonna do page number 3. So hopefully you kind of get the idea now. So let me just go back. So this is our page number 1, right? Click inside, you can see I have page number 2, click inside, page number 3, click inside, page number 3. So it kind of layer inside. So the difference between Notion and other tools is just that even though it kind of acts like a folder, but I can kind of type in text as well. You can put images, you can select image here, for example. Then you can put videos, embed YouTube videos. So it acts like a document as well. So sometimes it can be a bit confusing for people. So what do you need to know about this, right? For pages, is that workspace is actually, so this at the top here is actually your workspace. If I click it, right, I can see a lot of different workspaces from other people, like from me, like from my friends. But basically workspace is my account. And then under workspace, there are a lot of different pages that I can put. So you can imagine like this layering, right? So even for this Notion page structure, so maybe like for example a system that's very common, maybe like a company hub system. So this is your page. So this is where you have all your company information there, like your Wikipedia, your project management. So this is your first layer, and then your second layer you can have maybe project management. You can have finance. You can have, I'm not sure, maybe time tracking, just for example, okay? So all of this can be seen inside this company hub page. So in this case, let me just rename this. So company hub page. And then here we can have your project management. And then we can have, just put it here, aesthetically pleasing, finance. Yeah, you can imagine like here in this case, like a lot of different pages here. Like, so this is your hub, so project management and then finance. So this is where people might get a bit confusing, like when it comes to like you heard about team spaces, workspaces, like which one should I share, how should I share it? But in general though, pages works the same as TeamSpace. It's just that TeamSpace actually has more like finer details when it comes to sharing. So it's actually a lot more suitable for bigger companies because there are a lot of permissions control that you want to have more stricter restrictions. But for normal users or even small business, a pages is more than enough for you to start your own business, your own system. So in this case, like if you want to share this system to my colleagues, right, my staff. So all you need to do is you just click share at the top right here, and then just put in the email address, and then just share to them. So that's how it can work. So you don't need to subscribe to any like team spaces for this case. So that's why I'm trying to emphasize what Pages is. So next thing is we have, let me just go back to the database. So next we have database. So in this chart here, like I showed earlier, you can see like database can be inside the Pages, but database can be outside as well. So what does it mean, right? So it can be very confusing. So essentially, once you think about it, database is basically a Pages as well, but on the most simplest form, database is just a table. So let's show this. So it is just a table. You can type the name, you can select a text. So hello tag, role tag. So it's basically just a table. But in Notion, how it treats database is that it can become a page as well. So for example, if I just change this to turn into a page, you can see that it's essentially just a page. There's no difference. You can kind of drag in here. You can put it inside a company hub. So we have one more page again. We have a table page. Put it here. Click inside. You can see our table. So that's how database kind of reacts. Database can be a page, but a page cannot be a database. So that's kind of how it works. And then when you come inside database, right, you can see like, so all these line items. So you add on here. So it looks kind of like Excel at the beginning, but it is very, very different. So each of these items here is actually their own page. If I open this, right, you can see each of them their own page. This is a new page. So this is a new page. So every time we create a new item, it means that you're actually creating a new page inside the database itself. So what does this mean is that, for example, maybe I have client A, client B, client C, client D. Okay, so you don't want to share. So of course, like you can kind of share this whole page here. Let me just call this like a client portal. Okay, so of course we can share this like we can just share this to my clients, to all of them. So theoretically speaking, this is easier because you just share to them one time and then they have access to all of them. But you cannot do this. The reason why is that if you share from the database itself, everyone will be able to see other people's information. So for when it comes to business, when it comes to clients, it's very important that you kind of limit the information that you want to share. So in this case, how you can share is that you go to client A, just open a page. So you share this page. You just share this page. So anything that's inside this page, they will be able to see it. Anything that's not inside this page, inside this database, they won't be able to see it. So that's kind of how the logic works, and why it's important to know like the differences between text, database, and then Pages. So yeah, I think that's it about for today. I hope you find this helpful when it comes to the explanations, and let me know if there's any questions you would like to be answered. And yeah, if you like it, please subscribe and have a nice day. Thank you.